Business talk. So once a client is converted, it's basically we need to freeze all the requirements what they have shared with us, right? So basically, even if it is waterfall, if it is agile, we need to freeze all the requirements because it shouldn't keep on changing, so we have a direction and we achieve those, rather than if it is changing, keeps on changing, we won't achieve anything at that point, right? So basically this is a document where we write down all the requirements, and then who will work on it. So all the people's name, then there will be the flow, like how the modules will interact with each other. Those type of details will be captured and added in this doc, and then this will be finalized, like this will be passed on to the client to maybe get his approval, right? So this will be circulated within our team as well, also with the client. So we are on the same page to achieve this. So Saidul, can you open this one example maybe? So yeah, this was Game of Falls. This was basically we were working on delivering videos. So there were some characters, and we had to add audio files, and then there were moving characters. So it was creating videos with them. So basically, we wrote this overview, the people who will be working on this, and then when we are going to achieve the first milestone, the second milestone, and then all those details were shared in this document and shared with the client, so he is aware like what we are trying to achieve from our side. So basically if he agrees, then we proceed with the project, and otherwise we first make all the changes, we try to gather all the requirements from our end, and then proceed with it, right? Yeah, that's the business talk.
Okay, thank you, Akhil. So before I move to the next one, let me just reiterate and give one example. Suppose client gave you the project, and you are working on the project, you are almost done, and then you go to the client and telling them that, hey, your product is ready. So initially the client told you, I need a product that that has a round shape and it tastes sweet, right? And it's so small I can uh, hold it with my hand or in my palm. And then when you are delivering the project, the client is saying, hey guys, I asked you to deliver me an orange, but you guys are giving me an apple. So remember, the description that the client gave fits both, right? So how we could have fixed this problem? That's where this business document comes in. If we write down what we understood and show it to the client, then they will be able to visualize and confirm us that if the understanding is accurate, or if we missed anything, or if we understood the entire thing at all, right? And this actually becomes your um, I would say a contract paper kind of, right? You can always refer back to this document if in the later phase you have disagreement with the client. If client is telling you that no, this was something else, then you can easily go back to this document and make the client accountable. So remember, you always have some constraint. You have to deliver the project within budget. If there is any disagreement, that means there will be additional effort required, which will eventually fail your budget, right? We don't want to do that. We always want to be in budget, and within time we have to deliver. And of course, we have to deliver the correct product with the quality. So thank you, Akhil. Let me move to the next slide.
Yeah, estimate doc. So basically, when even before the client confirms, we need to share an estimate for each project, right? So based on whatever understanding we have, the what requirements the client has shared, and our prior knowledge, we try to allocate some hours to it, the certain requirements, and then share it with the client. So and then there is negotiation based on if he is okay with the amount what we have shared with him, and based on that he confirms the project. Maybe he'll request for a discount or anything, but it's basically this doc which is very important, like how we assume like what how much hours will require to develop certain things, right? So it's in certain scenarios we are able to deliver the project within budget, or sometimes it happens like the requirements we have misunderstood, and then there's more efforts we have to put in later stages. So it is not every time that we make profit. It's sometimes we go over budget as well. So I think we can share this example with them. So yeah, so basically this was a small WordPress project, and then it's basically the developers list down what exactly things they have to do, and then allocate certain hours to it. Then there will be other services also required, like there might be some design things required. There is always QA involved in it, and also project management. Also there might be server admin service also required. So those everything we need to first understand and then put it over here. So before finalizing, everything should be clear over here on this doc.
Yeah, so it's just a sample document as we can see, and this part is the summary, right, of what we have written down. And this is the breakdown of each item. If we are developing a website, that means we have to do a development setup, then theme installation, then create a menu, then create the home page, which includes banner, shop grid, etc., right? And then create a shop page with filter, then cart. So we are giving the breakdown, and on this column we are also writing down how much effort do we need, right? See, and also this one is for development, this one is for design, this one QA, and then PM. So for PM, they have to do lots of things. For example, they will have to write a functional document, create the product backlog, having retrospective meetings, sprint meeting, do daily scrum, meet with client on several locations, and then maintain the sprint planning. So this is the grand total of efforts that require, and you just put the rate, and as per that rate, you see the total, right? That's how the estimate work. We do this because client will know what exactly they will be getting. Sometimes we face this problem that client, although telling us the requirement, but maybe they are not technically sound, or maybe they by any chance skip some of the requirement, right? And then end of the project, there is some disagreement. So we can get back to this and tell the client that we promise to deliver exactly these 10 items within these many hours and this budget. If you are seeing something that's not being delivered, we need to get back to this document and we need to see if we promise that we will deliver that. If that's not included in here, that means it's not part of that project, right? It will need additional effort and estimate and then budget approval. So thank you, Akhil, for this. Let me move to the next slide.
Yeah, I'm taking this one. So thank you, Akil, for your presentation. So as we discussed previously, we do the estimate phase. So after the estimate phase, we come with the proposal. So we already shared the estimate with the client for his review. And once the review is done, then we will go to the proposal phase. So before going to the deep, let me just give you some brief on what is proposal. So basically, proposal is a simple written doc or plan where client can review and decide upon, like whatever services we are providing to the client, how many hours it may take, and what is the price of these services. Everything is documented on the same proposal. So for just for example, if you are starting a project with the client, but there is no written proposal or things, what you will deliver, when we will deliver, how much time it may take. So do you think in that case, this project become a successful one after completing the work? Definitely no. So if you don't have any proper written documents or things, this project become disaster in the last phase. So we come on the safer side. We always prefer to send the proposal to the client. So once client accepted the proposal, then we'll start the real project from our side. So basically, in before going to the proposal phase, as we mentioned, we go to the estimate once client review, then we go to the proposal. Once client approve the proposal, we start the real development work from our side. What
Okay.
actually proposal contains? So let me give some example on that. So yeah.
Okay, so before it opens, whatever we did in estimate document, right? We are trying to make it more formal and then send this proposal to the client. It's actually going to become the contract paper, right? You everything put in a very formal way, and then you get it signed by both parties, which is the company that will be providing the service and the client that will need the project to be delivered. So this is the template. Yes, Niam, please go on.
Yeah, so just what the proposal actually contains, as you have mentioned, we update all every details of the work, what will be done during the development phase, like what services we will provide to the client, how many hours will be needed, and how we'll deliver the work. So once the client approve this proposal, then we'll go to the real development work. So, but one points we need to take care that whatever we promised on the proposal, we need to deliver all the things that we have promised during on this proposal. So yeah, this is some little brief from the proposal phase. You can go to the next one.
Yes,
And if you
it's a signed contract. That's why we must maintain this. Thank you.